Hello there, welcome back. It is season 5 of the Ipswich playthrough series for Championship Manager 3. Thank you to everyone who's encouraged us to get to this point. We've come back just ahead of the season because we've got the little business of the English Charity Shield. Man United, perennial Premier League winners, versus Aston Villa, last year's Championship winners and FA Cup winners. So let's see how this gets on. We're not going to worry about new scout Mark Duffy. We will get to new staff shortly. We will get to some other information shortly. But the Charity Shield has been won by Man United. They've won it again. Look, lost it last year, won it the year before that. Runners up, 1-1. So they've got a dominant grip on the Charity Shield. It's gone to penalties. Paulo Madeira has scored for them. Let's have a look at him. Pretty wonderful. Lampard has scored. Ekiog has scored. I wonder if he's still unhappy. He still wants a new challenge. 29 years old. Can't prize him away. Is this Ronnie? No, it's Seth. Always forget that Seth Johnson is there, isn't he? And this Neville, little game here, is this Phil or is this Gary? That's probably long enough. This is Phil. How do I know that? Because Gary Neville has left for Real Madrid. I was like, it must have been last year. Sorry for the anticlimacticness. No, but look, Danny Webber out on a free transfer. David Beckham, 8.25 million to Milan. Ronnie Johnson to Arsenal for 1.7. He's aging, though. He's starting to age out the team. And then Gary Neville, 9.25 million to Real Madrid. Have a look at Real Madrid here. They've got Neville. They've got Steve Watson still there. They've got Woodgate, Van der Sar, Oliver Kahn, Stuart Taylor. Where have they got Stuart from? He's via Arsenal. Lee Bowyer, Clarence Seedorf, Darren Eady, Veron, McManaman, Zé Roberto, Zidane's there now, Inzaghi, Morientes, Carlos, via Mallorca/Valencia, Taribo West. And then this is just the A team, because over in the B team, someone I'm hoping that's going to be in the Ipswich team, potentially by the end of this episode, or episode 2 or 3, is a very unsettled Joe Cole. So he arrived, he's not even on here, is he? Is he on last season? He arrived on a free, he's not played a game, he's gone straight into the reserves, and they've got Juan Pablo Sorin. Where do you get the money from? So 20 years old, coming on of Bosman, already finding it hard to adjust. So he is on the watch list. But we are digressing. We are getting ahead of ourselves. In 7 days' time, we've got the Premier League opener against Arsenal, and we are at home. And we have got not only the television game to look forward to, but we've got some new signings. Oh, look who's come crawling back to Masio. It is David Johnson. He left on a Bosman. He has come back on a free. He's now on 13,000 a year. He's accepted that he is a backup player or a squad rotation player, and he's had an okay pre-season. He's got a 6.67 there, and that's been a lot of different uses of him in terms of where I've been playing him and taking him on and off. Dean Wellesby, probably not going to see much of him. He's a youth striker that I brought in. I was trying to bring in a young goalkeeper, and I found him, and so he's one of the few targets that I've managed to get in. And then Pierre-Yves Andre, so recommended by the scouts, an attacking midfielder, forward left. He's going to be playing in for us, 800k, already worth 2 million, and he's had a decent pre-season as well. Again, he's been moved all over. He has been brought in specifically for when we play this system here. When we play, and these guys don't do that, I always forget that I've not saved it like that, but when we play that attacking role, but we're not going to be playing that because we've got Arsenal first game of the year, and this is what we're going to play. I'm going to drop that man back, but we're going to have a go at them. We're going to try and unsettle them and settle them with our new signing. So let's get to that, and let's have a look at some other business after that episode, after that match. Oh, the Intertoto Cup. It could have been us, and hopefully it will be us after the end of this season. We just narrowly missed out. Can we see? Have Birmingham been in yet? Look at this, Birmingham. They took our space, and then immediately lost to Espanyol. That could have been us losing to Espanyol, Birmingham. So it is opening day, Premiership season, Aston Villa, Sheffield Wednesday, Leeds versus Coventry, Liverpool, Bolton, Middlesbrough, Norwich, Forest, Charlton, who've just come up, Sunderland, Birmingham, who stayed up, Tottenham versus Newcastle, and then Watford versus Derby. I'm not sure who the other promoted sides are because I've lost track. Now we've lost Wolves on there, aren't they? They've not played today. And Sheffield Wednesday, that's it. Sheffield Wednesday, Aston Villa, and then the other one I've already forgotten. Charlton. There we go. Well done, brain. Let's have a look then. Any standout results? First game of the season. That's taken a long time to load, hasn't it? Right, there we go. So, not really. Watford, that's a good win over Derby, because Derby are a strong team on this, and then Charlton grabbing an away win. That's pretty decent. We've only got 6 spaces left. That's why I've not made as many signings as I can. But just to show you some of the players that we have got rid of, just because I want to give them the respect they deserve. Now, David Johnson, gone and come back. Roche has gone out to Dunfermline. Titus Bramble has gone out to Livingston. Let's see where they are. They are playing him at centre-back. That's good for us. Dennis Pearce got us through a little spell where we needed a left-back. He has gone to Rochdale in Division 3. And then Ramirez Luna, he's gone to Sporting Gijon. Sadly not in the Spanish top league, but he had a good World Cup and he's gone off. I wish him all the best. Still got a good part of his career left. Yeah, he had some glorious seasons for us here. But is this behind my face? Not behind my face. No, 6.43, 6.43, 6.46 last year in the Premiership. Still got a few goals. And then sadly, he got work permitted out of use from us rather unfairly. But it's time to move on. I'm going to do what used to drive my brother mad when we played games together. I'm going to completely clear my team off because it's the first game of the year and this is my ritual. So we're going with 3 at the back. We're going with right in goal, Huppier. We're going with Woolwork. And then we're going with... I'm going to go Warner. I was thinking about dropping Matt Holland into there, but I'm not. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with Robertson and then Laurie. And I'm just going to check. Laurie has missed all pre-season, so I'm going to need to get some cover for him on the bench. We're going with Keats and then Mullins. In midfield, I do want. Tell you what, I'm going to get the new guy in, and then Mullins. So Andre's in the middle, and we'll tell him to push forward a little bit. Let's live a lot. Let's be brave. And then we're going with Wellesby to the reserves because I should have done that before. Sorry to get the young man's hopes up. We're going with Hartson, and then we're going with the new man, Maurizio Anibal Rizzo. So he is going to be playing in that right-hand striker row. Johnson is going on the bench. Collymore on the bench. Parker, Cook, and then we need some defensive guys. Let's get Wilson, let's get Holland, and let's get Given. So Jarman also off to the reserves. That's Bramble as well. There, I've tidied it up. I don't like, and you might be like me, I don't like to do too much scrolling to see everything that's happening. So other than Manishi, and Gerrard would probably have made the bench, that is our strongest team. So Ipswich versus Arsenal. Fast pace. I'm interested to see what attendance we get, because I don't know if the work going on is going to lower the attendance that we do have. So we'll have to have a check at half-time. Risa with a shot, though. Put it wide. First shot of the game. And it's the new man. And this is a grudge match. Because not only do Arsenal have the better of me, especially in those cup games, put us out on penalties. Didn't they? It was penalties, wasn't it? But they took our striker. And then they ruined him. And I'm not sure if he's still there or if they've sold him. Because, again, he's not going anywhere in the Premier League or in the English leagues because of what they've done to him with the work permits. Now, I've not even had a look at their side. Let's give a pause. So we've obviously got Darren Huckabee. So they've got Sullivan. Why have they got Neil Sullivan in goal? I feel like there's a crazy amount of transfers on this version. I'm not sure if I've got an unpatched version or something. I can't remember what I did now. It's been so long. Willie Sagnol, Upson, Ronnie Johnson, Dayu, Laurent Courtois, Right, Paris. It's Paris FC. Is that... It's not PSG, is it? Because PSG is where what's his name was. That's somebody different. So I wish they'd come in here rather than what I just did. I was trying not to go in the pause menu, but no, they're playing their 4-4-2 diamond. And we must be surely coming to the end of Bergkamp's time at Arsenal. Johnson with a fierce shot. Johnson is making his debut, so there's a chance of, oh, it's his first ever goal for Arsenal. I thought we were going to get that there, but it was Finidi George. And after a promising start, Arsenal have now got their foot on this game, haven't they? So we're gonna go for a change. Riso loses his man as a crack. Lovely move. If only he could have finished, but that's another shot. So that is promising. If he's getting chances against Arsenal, I feel like he's going to do well for us. Now, what do I do here? Do I go insanely brave? Or do I try and keep it tight? Well held by Richard. Right. He's still here, people. Lots of comments about him in the press conference, but we've held on to him. Now, this is a system that's designed for three strikers. So what I'm going to do, I am going to put Andre back. I'm going to put him there. I'm going to put him there. So Andre is going to come into that front three for the time being. And I'm gonna have 10 minutes of this. And then I'm going to see what I think. Now, we've got a new attendance record here. Look, 25,210. So the new work is obviously done. I was expecting there to be some kind of cap capacity, but apparently it's open and they've just not bothered to tell me. And that's not worked. So there's extra home fans in here to be disappointed that we're now 2-0 down. What am I going to do? Let's get that on long for a start. And let's get the new man back in. I say the new man, the new old man, and he's only 25, so that's a bit unfair on David. I'm saying his name with much less scorn now. Easily dispossessed by Bergkamp. It's all that time he spent it right back in the Ajax Youth Academy. And I say all that time, it was like 1 year, according to the one book I read on it. This is bad. Oh my God, he scored on his debut. He scored on his debut is better than that's his first ever goal. It's far less antagonising, but this is not being good. And moving to that other formation, ill-advised would be one of the ways you could describe it. Let's go to 4-4-1, even though I've messed up with the subs now. Right, so Johnson can move across to the left. Keats to where Woolwork was. Mullins is right. Yeah, I can keep that. Now I've got Terry Cook. Let's get Cook on. And I've lost who I'm trying to take off now. I've done so many changes. So David Johnson's on the left. Risso is up front. Keats, Hartz. I don't want Hartz in there, do I? Some of you will have spotted that. Let's get John Hartson off. Let's tell Mullins to push on. Now I'm like, I should have started with this 4-5-1. I got cocky and I got brave wanting to show off on camera, and look what it has resulted in. After all the enthusiasm for a fifth season, and we're starting with potentially a 3-0 or worse defeat. Now, as I said, we've got 6 signings left. I was trying not to make too many signings too early on, because I feel like once the season starts, you get a lot of players who come onto the transfer list, or a lot of players interested in you once they start to become unhappy or they realise that they're not getting a game. So, again, that might be my internal superstition, but I like to keep that now. We're ahead of only Derby, aren't we? Yeah, because we got pasted. Right, next game, Middlesbrough at home. And there we go. There's the record. So hopefully that will help the finances. Our finances are pretty good. Despite the few signings we did make, we've still got 10 million. So Now, I did say I was going to do this. We're going to go to the list and we're going to take it off filtered interested. These are the current best players. Under my face, you can't see George O'Callaghan's price. He is 9.75 million, and then so is Carlos. But you have a look at this: Robbie Keane, Michael Owen, Jose Maria, Francisco Totti, Peter Lundkrans. Rangers and Newcastle fans are going to be fuming about this, aren't they? He's gone there on a free. He's not that good, is he? Alan Smith. Is Alan Smith left? He's been trying to leave forever. Still only on 2,000. Del Piero, Nicholas Anelka. Let's have a look at the second page. Gianluca Zambrotta. I was hoping I'd be able to prize him away, but they just want far too much money. Huckabee, Marcelo Salas. Alex Notman, one of the guys that we were constantly trying to get early on. He's now worth 9.25 million. Got 16 goals for Spurs last year. Vincenzo Montella. Let's go 5 pages down. And Milan Penza, where is he? He's at Stuttgart. Finding it hard. So he's only just moved there, look. So this was what I was talking about before. There's loads of people who move places and immediately become unhappy. Page 4. Aaron Wilbram, back up now with Villa. Danielson, couldn't land Rivaldo, but could we have the lesser version? So he was at Betis B last year. He's pretty good, isn't he? He is going on my list because he can play in that central role, and I'm looking to bring that back. Let's see if he doesn't like it there. What did he speaks basic English, so maybe you could loan him to me. Let's give that a try live on episode. I'm obviously not going to give you that. Let's get that to there, and let's get 17. I can pay £17,500 now. And look, this is a guy I was looking at before. Thierry Henry wants first team football, but doesn't want to play for me. Do you know what? It's the season of optimism. Let's get an audacious loan in for him as well. But there we are. There's the first 5 pages. So this is made up. Here's another little pop quiz for you. Where do you think 7.5 million rated Andrei Shevchenko has ended up? Because it is also Stuttgart. On a Bosman. So this was what I was talking about with the strangeness. He's ended up playing for Stuttgart. Stuttgart, I was going to say, I don't even know if they're that division on. I'm like, Stefan Effenberg. Yeah, so he's there in a kind of league that we don't have on. If we go to the leagues that I do have, we've got England, France, Holland, Italy, Scotland. I don't know why I didn't put... I put Serie C1 on, but not the Bundesliga. Sorry to any Bundesliga or German fans who have tuned in. Where's Seedorf? Seedorf's at Real. Did we know that? Did I say him before? And there we go. That's done me a favour. Wolves getting beaten 4-0 by Man United has pushed us 1 spot higher up, at least. So the first of the audacious moves didn't last very long. Juve were like, who wants him? Just click through this. Clive and Donk contract due to expire next week. Thank you very much, Clive. Going to release you on a free. Going to save me. I'll give you the last 5,000. He was going to make that anyway because of what he's on. I'm going to click to this. I'm sad about this. I didn't mention this deliberately. Jan Koll's proposed transfer to Ipswich has clashed due to him not being given a work permit. This is disappointing because if you have a look at him, he is a player I could have worked. I don't know how he's only got strength of 7 because he's like one of the strongest humans that's ever lived. But he was at Loughran, got a lot of goals for them, played for us during pre-season, and I was hoping to bring him in, but when it's not going to happen. And that's upsetting because I had a sound effect ready for him, and I'm not going to use it now because I'm too sad. Maybe that frees us up the funds, though, to make an audacious move for Danielson, an actual transfer move. Thank you for your service, Clive. Ipswich reserves have lost 6-0. We don't have a real goalkeeper. Gary Sheepshanks is presumably the chairman's son. We need you to go in goal, Gary. So one of the things I had been trying to do was bring in a youth goalkeeper or bring in a young, promising goalkeeper just to go in the reserves, just in case we do sell either Given or Ipswich, right? It's been a long week. Richard Wright during the season. Oh, no, that's not good. What's he done? He's done a broken shoulder. Must have run into Gary Sheepshanks. And the Manishi's back at least. Yeah, so all I'd done is I'd gone on here and I'd gone to goalkeepers interested. Now, look, we've got Andy Rammell. Is Andy Rammell going to be our new reserve goalkeeper? He's got bravery of 20. Let's see. I'm going to give him that. I'm happy for you. Andy, I'm happy for you to have that. He's been brave enough to ask for such a large signing on fee. And so I respect that. Rashid Ben Mosa at Hibs. You've only got reflexes of 7. I was going to say, I've got this on the wrong thing. Yeah, so there's no one on there that I'm willing to pay money for, but... Right. Injuries abound. Scally is going to be my makeshift developmental left back. And talking of development, I've realised that I've just completely not even introduced the new coaching staff. So we're going to get to that in a second. Manish, he's missed all of pre-season, so I want him... That's not the bench, is it? I'm having a mare here. Did I put 7 subs on, didn't I? Last time, so that we were missing some players. Right. That seems negligent. There we go. Right. Training staff. New members of the training staff. Daniel Passarella. Look at this guy. He's on nearly, well, it's not on nearly, he's on £1,500 a week, so prefers an attractive attacking style of play and might give the 4-3-3 a true play. And then the other man that we've brought in is Kenny Dalglish. So we've approved, other than his man management, which seems wildly unfair for Kenny to have man management of 8, but we've improved that. Brian Klug, sadly, out of work, but that's what we have done. That's what we've improved. But there we go. That's the team. It's not the team. It's not a team at all, is it? Because I've got 2 people who can't play, or and I had 2 people who can't play. I've got 1 person to take out. So Warner is going to come out. Let's fire in. Tell you what, where's Holland gone? I want Holland in that role. And let's get Wilson on the bench. So Holland is back in his role. Hupia, Warwick, Holland. Let's see what this can do for us. Let's go very fast first half, fast second half, because I've been doing a lot of rambling. And this has been a good start. I'm interested to see what the crowd is, because if we didn't sell out versus Arsenal, we're probably not selling out versus Middlesbrough. No disrespect, Middlesbrough fans. But I'd really like... Oh, it's his first ever goal. I'd really like Risso to get us a goal. And then we're going to have a look at this guy at half-time. Is he a brand new sign? He's not even any good. He's got 13 of shooting. He's got good dribbling. I'll give him that. They've paid a lot of money for him, considering they're doing the thing. I'm like, maybe I should do this with Matt Holland. Tell him to push forward. They're only shot on target. And look what they did with it. Right. So we've gone back down to fast. Let's see. Can we get in? If we start with 2, after all the excitement and build-up, if we start with 2, ref has given a penalty. That's a red card. Who takes penalties? It's John Hartson. Nestles it into the back of the net. Their goalkeeper has been sent off. Do they have another goalkeeper? They've put David Matheson in. He's decent, isn't he? Look at that. Where have they got him from? Nottingham Forest via Queen of the South. He's probably better than Mark Schwarzer. Oh, Schwarzer is good, though. I'm going to give this 10, and then we are going to go for them. Because as I was saying, I can't start with back-to-back defeats. Oh, Andre shoots, but Andre has fired wide. Right, we've got 20 minutes left. Richard Wright with the save. I might start calling him Ipswich Wright. Right, I've brought this one back specifically for this type of opportunity. Let's get... Andre's having a good one. Mullins and... Keats is on a 7. Mullins is on a 6. Tell you what, I'm gonna bring on Manishi from Mullins. Where I've lost him again. Right, so Manishi's coming on. Collingwood's also coming on. Let's get the new man in. What is this on? This is on direct. I want to press them, and let's go. Let's see. Can we get a win here? I feel like that's killed the momentum, but they're getting some shots then still, though, them. It's gone past Clinton Hill. Terrible effort by Collymore. Thanks, Collymore. That's what I get for having faith in you. Oh, Carl Laurie. Got 25,000 again, though. That has cheered me up slightly. So we're getting an extra 4,000 a year. That's a year, a game. If you watch the QPR playthrough, you'll also know that I don't mind if that is away fans, as long as I'm getting the money. So a bit disappointing, but at least we're out of the drop zone. And it's rumoured that Lazio are shortlisting managers as possible replacements of Sven-Göran Eriksson. Put me on the list, because it's a playable league. And like... What are the rules? Are we allowed to jump league? And it's not really what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be playing it as the 51 Premiership teams. And it's probably going to stay at 51 looking at the Championship. Because all the pretty much the top half are all pre-existing or teams that have been in the Prem before, with the exception of Bristol City, I hasten to add. Right, we've got a terrible record against these. We need to get something sorted out. And we need to get a win this episode. Rammel is coming in at least, so we've got a goalkeeper for the reserves. And I know no one came into this episode being like, I really hope we get a reserve goalkeeper sorted. I'm going to give him number 50. No disrespect intended. Let's get him in there. Free dual DM. It's on. I'm going to go short against Sunderland. We've got Scally at left back, Huppier, Warwick, Carl Laurie, Keats and Mullins behind Gerrard, who's coming in for his first start of the season. And then we brought him back for a reason, so let's get Johnson in. So we've got Johnson, Harson, and then I've moved Risso over to the right-hand side, because that is where Palencia used to get a lot of his goals. So I'm hoping that in that front three, we're going to get him going. I was so excited about him coming in to the episode, and he's not done anything so far, and we're continuing to not really get enough goal scoring, enough goal scorers or goals from the strike force. We can't have a year where our top scorer's got like 8 league goals. Oh, he's hit the stanchion. Brilliant word. When I read it, I can hear it. Dunk. And that's gone quick. This is still on fast. You probably saw me check before. Mullins has gone in the book there right before half time. But look like, oh, we've scored. I was going to say, look like it said must score. I'm like, for some reason I was trying to look past someone, even though there's obviously no one sat in front of me. But Hartson has scored. Superb play by them until the finish. Right, let's have a look at these halftime stats. We've only had the one shot on target, but we've scored with it. I'm disappointed with the headers. The passing's good, though. I'm pleased with the passing. What is he doing? Come on, man. Got Dion Dublin up front. They got Kevin Phillips on the bench. I'm like, transfer listed. Is that why they don't want him? Right, let's have a look here. Off the ball, 18. Stamina, jumping, acceleration, bravery, dribbling, determination, shooting. I mean, it's pretty good, isn't it? And they only want 2.5 for him. I mean, it's pretty unconventional to be transfer bidding for people at half-time. But let's offer them 1.7. See if we can tempt them. I'm like, hopefully your agent warned you about me. That if you play a 5, I will try and replace you at half-time. Let's get Hughes on. Let's see how this goes. 37,000 in here, though. Is that Jack Lester? I feel like I should have spotted that. Is Jack Lester. How good is... I mean, you wouldn't play him over Kevin Phillips, even if Kevin Phillips wanted to leave, would you? Right, Leicester's just nearly scored. He's hit a shot so hard that the England goalkeeper couldn't handle it. And just on the England, they didn't get to the World Cup semi-finals. They got beat before that. The World Cup was won by Spain over Holland, I believe. It suddenly dawned on me I was going to touch on that, but then just completely didn't. Hughes tries his luck. Sorensen, Johnson with a drive. Still 1-0. How are we doing? We're doing okay, and Scally is doing well. He has rewarded me. Is this a penalty again? No, free kick. Scally hits the free kick. Look at that. I'm talking about rewards. That's his first ever goal. 16 set pieces. He's developing nicely. Bow-footed. It's going to be the David Robertson replacement eventually, I believe. And we've hopefully going on to go for a win. Now I'm going to bring I'm going to bring Holland on, because then he'll just go straight to captain. Warwork. Am I going to change him? I'm not going to change him because I don't have a single defender on the bench. Well, I do, but I just brought him on in midfield. Let's get the new man on. Or one of the new men. I would like one of the new men to impress me. Come on, I've got my arms folded. That's as serious as I get. Phillips is on now. He'll be looking to impress me. There we go. A win, a draw, and a crushing defeat to a much better side. I would say that's 4 points from those 3 games is pretty decent. Currently got us in 10th. Where are we there? So all that remains me to do is to say thank you very much. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know what you think of the new signings. Let me know of anything else you want to try. Let me know anyone else that you want to see where they've ended up. From the transfer list, I've got the worst transfer list in the world up there. Look, let's go back to some real stars, and just anything else that you would like me to see. Tell you what, let's end with Del Piero up there, just because look at these stats. But thank you very much. Thank you for all the help and support, and I will see you on the next episode.